Welcome to the third episode of The Light of Joy, a podcast where healing is honest, transformation is gentle, and you're always just one breath away from clarity. I'm Abbas Salahshour, and today we are talking about something that quietly shapes your life, your confidence, and your peace. Decision making. More specifically, how the way you make decisions reflects how much you trust yourself or how much you don't. This episode is called Are You Trusting Your Decisions? Let's begin. Why decision making feels heavy? Well, every day we make countless decisions, from what to say, to what to pursue, to what to let go of. But for so many of us, even the smallest decisions feel loaded. We second guess. We overthink. We pull five people before choosing. Why? Because somewhere along the way, we stop believing we could trust our own knowing. And when you don't trust yourself, every decision becomes a performance, a test, a potential regret. In fact, when we obsess over making the right choice, what we are really chasing is certainty. But certainty is an illusion. What we need more than the right decision is the ability to trust ourselves after the decision. To say, no matter how this turns out, I'll have my own back. I can handle what comes my way. I will learn what I need to learn. That is the soul of decision making, and that is the foundation of self trust. Let me ask you something. How much energy have you spent sitting on the fence, delaying a decision, waiting for a sign, hoping someone else will tell you what to do? That limbo drains you more than a wrong decision ever could. Because indecision breeds self-doubt. It breeds anxiety and disconnection from your own values. And eventually, you begin to believe you can't trust yourself at all. But here's the truth. You don't need certainty. You need self-loyalty. Let's bring this down to earth. Here are a few gentle ways to practice trusting yourself in decision making. 1. Listen to your body. Sometimes the tightness or ease you feel is the answer. 2. Give yourself a time frame. In fact, indecision loves infinity. However, clarity often needs a deadline. 3. Say it out loud. Notice which decision feels like relief, not just logic. And 4. Own the outcome. Whatever you choose, commit with kindness, not fear, and take responsibility for the consequences of what you do. With each choice you make without apology, you tell your nervous system, I'm safe with me. In fact, I used to be paralyzed by decisions. I'd run in circles, weighing pros and cons until nothing felt real. But the shift happened when I started trusting that even a wrong decision would teach me something that circling never could. So now I choose, I move, and I listen inward because no external voice can ever replace the one inside me. Pause for a second. What decision have you been postponing? Big or small? What if you trusted yourself enough to just decide? Not because you are 100% certain, but because you are worthy of peace. Because clarity comes from movement, not hesitation. Maybe today's choice isn't about being right. It's about being honest. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Light of Joy. If this stirred something in you, if you're ready to make decisions with more ease and less fear, then let this be your reminder. You are not indecisive. You are just reconnecting with your own voice. And that takes time, tenderness, and practice. So give yourself that. And if this resonated, I'd love for you to follow, leave a short review, or share it with someone who's stuck at a crossroads. Until next time, stay kind, stay grounded, and above all, walk in the light of joy.